Hello, model YouTubers, or YouTube modelers actually, got it backwards. This is going to be kind of how I do a scene, and I apologize up front. I just thought about this as I was doing this to share this. So I kind of almost have part of this done. So I will go over what I did, and then we'll kind of take this maybe a 2-part or 3-part video. Well, we'll start. This will be part 1 of the bridge scene. As those who followed me in my last layout update, you saw what this was, just a strip of foam about the width of that bridge, just a little bit bigger to leave a shoulder. It was stacked and staggered to go down, and I guesstimated where it would end, and I was right on. So when I looked at this, I saw the scene and how I think it would unfold and how my town would unfold. This whole area in here was completely the pink foam on both sides. So what I did was this base layer down here is all a complete piece of foam cut like this to come up against the staggered foam. And same thing on this side. This is all layer of the foam right here. And then there is also another layer of foam on top right here and right here. And the rest, of course, as you can see, is filled in with newspaper, plaster cloth, and plaster. This is all plaster cloth here on top and of course built up around the sides. The road is plaster. I can't do anything with this today because I did it late yesterday afternoon. It is still damp, but the road will need to be sanded. I'll have that probably in part 2. We'll talk about prepping it for painting and all that, and I'll probably show that. This will be the road here. This is supposed to be old 66. Probably will move this bridge over just about a 1/4 of an inch, if not that. So it lines up with the road better. And I'll sand the road, and I'll paint the road, and eventually we will have old style to about here, the old style wooden guardrails painted white. I can maybe get the Rick's kit, but I'm kind of going for the older style, just simply easy to make. You don't have to buy a kit. I got the balsa wood strips. That's going to be the easy way to make it done. Paint it white. It's going to be a nice detail to it when we get to the finished product. I plastered the sides to give it a little more slope. This here I probably will not sand, just because it'll have like build up gravel or dirt underneath it, so you know it will be, you know, like rocky looking, uneven. Okay, and now that brings me to down here. If you can see that was plastered. This whole front of this, and I'll take this bridge off here, we'll move it over here, is all plastered over the cloth. Best I could get in there. Also, down here, put the bridge back, down here and on the sides, I cut, as it was damp, cut little cuts into it to look rocky. So this whole part here, all the way down, I'm going to show you how I dye the rock colors. It's a simple process. It's on the video Woodland Scenics does. It's an easy to do process, and it looks great. Nothing to it. Cheap acrylic paints with a little water. Just pick the right colors that you want, and that's easy. So that'll be in the next video. Also, how I paint this and what we use, what colors are kind of the best, and you'll see how it turns out. I paint these sides, and how I put down the ground foam when I do that. And then probably the third video, I think this is going to be a 3-part. In the third video, I will show you the type of trees I'm going to put in here and just an easy way, and then that will probably be the reveal, or maybe I'll reveal that in a layout update, the next layout update, because that'll probably be when I'm done with this, I'll have my next layout update, so I may just wait till then. And so that's where we're at. This is part 1 of the bridge scene. So once again, I apologize. I should have videoed this as I was doing it, so it could be more of a how to do it video. But I thought about it as I'm doing. You know, my regret with this layout is not sharing some of the things on how I do my scenery, because a lot of people, you know, like my scenery. So I must try to share what little bit I have left on my layout to show how I do some things. So this is part 1. I'm going to let this dry probably for a couple days, and we will have another video of this scene when we do the rocks. I'll talk about actually doing a better job of covering your track. Right there I got a little bit of, when I pulled it up, a little bit of plaster, a little bit here on the track, which is easy to clean up, but you don't want to have to clean that up. So especially when I paint, I want to tape off this ballast so I don't really get anything on it as I'm doing it. So that's the end of part 1. I look forward to part 2. See you then. Thank you.